Hi, Sam Villa here. I've got a great technique anytime you want to loosen up some bluntness on a shape and just create a little bit more of a textured edge to it. Give it a little bit more separation. You know how we point cut with a scissor? Have you ever thought about point cutting with a razor? That's right, point cutting with a razor. Imagine that. Now, I don't recommend you do this with a cutthroat. You have to do this with a razor that has a guard. So I'm going to pick up the Sam Villa razor, and I've actually placed the straight blade in. Remember, it comes with 3 different blades: your blending blade, and your texturizing blade, and a straight blade with a guard. Okay? Now I'm going to hold this in my hand just like I'm writing. Okay? See how I'm just holding it just like a pen with the blade turned up. Okay? Then I want you to take the section. You're going to come through, take a section. Look at the bluntness I have in this area. Watch how I'm going to loosen that up. Okay, so we're going to take this section. You're going to bring that section up. Then I want you to simply hold your finger horizontal, place your thumb underneath, and now just make a fist. So you're actually fanning that section. Holding the razor, just like you would. Now all I want you to do is just start rotating. Rotating. Look at the wrist. Rotate. Flex. Flick. 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 Flick, 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 flick. Now, look how I'm going real. I'm going to go slow motion. Let's put the camera on slow motion. Look at the angle of the blade. Look how it goes in. If I go on a diagonal, I'm going to take more. And look how you can come in softly and just do this. Okay? I like the flicking motion because it really goes in after the areas that I want to release. So that's all I'm doing, is just flicking through. Sam, why would you do this with a razor? Well, imagine this, my friends. A scissor creates a blunt edge. The razor comes in, and when I go in, it's going from short to long. It's actually carving out the edge of the hair shaft where you place the blade. I know, you need a visual. Think about this. Go outside and pull a blade of grass up. When you pull that blade of grass, you're going to see it thick at the base, and then it gets very more narrow. That's why grass actually kind of bevels and it bends. So I'm going to come through, once again, hold it like you're going to write your name, blade away from you, come through, and just flick and rotate, and come right through. Now watch this edge. You saw how blunt that edge was in that area. Let's comb through that. What I love about this is just look at the texture that I'm getting out of that. Now watch this. What I love about this is what makes this edge just float. It just makes it floatable. So you get a nice floatable edge out of it. That's called point cutting with the razor. So if you haven't seen other techniques, you make sure you keep up with me on Facebook. Sam's going to keep coming at you with techniques that you can use behind the chair to keep that enthusiasm that we as hairdressers need in today's world behind the chair. Thanks for taking a moment and watching, and there's more to come.